Diego si Moro, VP.
Naku, lakad matatag!
Normally.
9 seconds left to think about it here for Soniqs. And they're going to go down the DK route. Well, that's another way to do it. Dragon Tail's done quite effective. It's like the mid... Oh, in fact, you and Faith Beyond are around, but there's your nasal glue out. Fada will make the jump in, so First Blood could go the way of Soniqs very early on, as Xinkyu is not going to make it out. Nice start here for Soniqs. Faith Beyond and Y both forced to run. They'll still be able to get themselves 3 bounty rings for too much, though. He's a bristleback after all. He's going to turn right back around onto Faith Beyond and try to take him down before the Celestial Hammer is back up. But Xinkyu is going to move in and protect, as now Faith is going to try and help out. Yawar and MSS forced to back off as LGD really playing on the edge down this bot lane. And in the meantime, Ame is going to drop. Fada able to take the kill. Ame on that Weaver. You cop 1 stun, chances are you are probably going to die.
We've got chain stun for days out from Soniqs up top with the single target control of that Dragon Tail and the Dispose, and they've already got the laning sentry. They can see when Ami does zip around and punish. Really strong start for Soniqs so far. They do lose Yawar in exchange, though.
That they do. Faith Beyond able to get a solo pick off onto the Bristleback. Just the Starbreaker doing enough damage, and Xinkyu, he wasn't even there to help out. It was just Yawar getting caught. His top lane, Fada now, still messing around with Y, but is going to be able to rebound out. Even mid lane, Quinn dropping rather low to nothing to say. MSS going to show up and heal him up. There's nothing to say now. In a bit of danger, but the shackle, is it going to be enough? It will be for now, but Quinn, he's on the chase and does land the hit he needed. They do find the mid Zeus, as Xinkyu will be the second to drop now for LGD, as Quinn really cleaning up in the mid lane. And what a great rotation from MSS.
Yeah, that was really heads up onto him. The blink timing coming through here for Leslao should be pretty on point. And once you do have that control in play, just having that single target stun onto something like the Weaver makes Ami's game that tougher.
Mid lane, they've got enough to say. Bot lane, they do a bigger kill in the mid lane as the Zeus does end up dropping. Quinn, he just throws the Winter's Curse out immediately. Y still around, ready to help just in case. Kind of reading the smoke movement here on Soniqs as they do move in. Leslao, he does land a stun. Will pop the dust as well, but Ame is able to run away as now Xinkyu is going to move in on the Shaman. A nice curse out though is going to lock down Y and Xinkyu, and they will burst down the Shaman at the least as now Y will be focused down. Does get the stomp off, but it's not going to be good enough. In fact, Fada even looking for a bit more with the rebound, but can't close the gap. So they do find 2 supports for their trouble.
Again, despite this kill lead on Soniqs, LGD still has a pretty good effort lead here.
I'm going to say, in a bit of danger, Yawar's going to show up, but Xinkyu is there with the Hex out to block the way, and now the Solar Guardian, Faith Beyond, he'll join. Still Fada, he has found the Zeus and Water Dispose in out onto 2 as Xinkyu is going to drop on Yawar. He can just keep going now. Why? Can't make it out of this one, surely. But they do ignore him for a moment. Why? He's fine. Instead, they want the Dawnbreaker. Leslao finds the kill anyway, though. They won't find Faith Beyond, but Soniqs, another 3 kills to go the way of...
What, less than 1k to 1k so far, but they're about to hit their item timings. Ags flying out in Yawar, his damage output on the Bristle is going to be huge with the sustain coming out from MSS. You have the Ags for Quinn slowly being built up as well.
We go again. They're going to force the fight with Ame this time around as Fada is going to try and take down Y and will do so. Ame, Lincoln's broken. Curse is there. Yawar, he'll make the jump in, and this is the big pickoff they wanted. Oh, Soniqs. They'll finally find him. Tips out immediately from Fada. He'll happily trade his life away.
With that Ags of Quinn, his output's going to be amazing. His range is going to be amazing. Gap closing him is really not easy for what LGD has here. It's the 19 to 7 holds for Soniqs and relocate.
Leslao all over the map. Gonna find Faith Beyond, it seems, as the Dawnbreaker cannot make it out in time. Yawar gives him the wave as he gets his way out of there. Soniqs, maybe a T2 top tower to come. Oh, nothing to say. Not you two, sir. Dispose is there. Fada's gonna find him again. LGD, they are just getting smothered by Soniqs. Tips out again from Fada. This guy's base, John.
Certainly is.
Their way. Not going to find anyone in that triangle, though. Good map movement here from the side of Soniqs. Just reading what LGD are up to as Fada. Make his way over and does get spotted, so they'll make the jump in. Is this bait, though? Soniqs, they are right around the corner, but they can't make it in time. Yawar is at least going to find the Shaman, but does get Serpent blocked here. The Solar Guardian is going to fight through. Maybe LGD can finally take a successful team fight, but they've lost the Shaman for now. Quinn, in the meantime, dropping rather low, and Arme just trying to chase down Leslau. Get somebody down, but no, does make a mistake. They do smoke up. Leslau will be spotted. Meanwhile, Quinn actually TPs towards the top side. And he goes, because he's found nothing to say on the Zeus. Relocate is in as well. They really love hunting down this man. Nothing to say. He will drop. Meanwhile, towards the south, Xinkyu gonna hold down Leslau, but he needs to back off as well. Think toward the south. Xinkyu, does he make it? Not quite. We'll stun him up. Wide does at least make it out, but it won't matter. They found nothing to say, and they'll find the Shadow Shaman.
Pretty nice.
Making said mistake, but for now, a pretty perfect game for them. Still 7k advantage.
Executing well.
Yeah, that they have.
They've managed to just really bully nothing to say. I think that's the big part of LGD slowing down so much. That Zeus has been off a really slow start.
Fada does at least get caught. Relocate was not there in time from him. It's still Leslau. Gonna try and find a trade for Faith Beyond. Gonna come in and try to fight back. Yawar already deleting Y. Faith now doesn't want to be here on the Dawnbreaker. He'll BKB up and just go for a run, but Yawar's not done yet. Problem is he is out of mana. BD into that Radiant Triangle they go. They'll hold that high ground. Soniqs are around the corner as they will find Arme. Lincoln is broken and now the curse. That'll lock down Arme. Do they have the damage though? Fada, he'll be there with the disposes. The force stuff is going to save the day for Arme for now. Why? He will drop first for LGD, but Faith Beyond, he'll rush in. Leslau, he found Xinkyu. Faith Beyond, he needs to get the hell out of here. Soniqs, they're really, really thirsty for some more blood as well. Faith, he is still going to drop. He does get the Solar Guardian off, but it wasn't enough. 3 down once again for LGD. And Soniqs, what do they get out of this, John? Where do they head?
It doesn't look like they're quite committing towards mid just yet, but they don't.
Win. Trying to go on nothing to say. Relocating is there. Yawar and MSS gonna join as Quinn. Sun drop rather low, but does survive with the cold embraces. Now Arme, he's the big target. Last time around he got away, but this time there's no getting out. Tips out from Fada. Onto the bottom T2 tower they go. Soniqs still yet to really make a big mistake here, John. Is okay. Still running south. Soniqs, they have an idea of where Arme's gone. It's just so hard to catch the slippery hero. Arme still on the run, may not notice Soniqs. They're laying a bit of a trap here. They'll make the jump in. Arme, Lincoln's broken. Time lapse away, but it's not going to be enough. Soniqs reading the movement like a book. It's immediate TPs out towards the top lane they go. Quinn, he's found the Shaman. Arctic Burn should get the vision very soon, but Xinkyu going to try and turn this one around. Solar Guardian is there, but do they have enough damage? Yawar, they do take down the Wyvern, but there goes Xinkyu and Faith Beyond. Still BKB'd up, still trying to run, just blink away. Fada, what a giga chat. Look at this man, John. Just man fight.
Scenarios for their comeback is just stark. 99% win chance for Soniqs here, according to Dota Plus. So it's actually giving a 1% chance. I feel like that should be closer to 0, maybe a rounding error. And LGD gonna have to play out of their minds to somehow work this back their way. And Ame needs to find a way to protect himself. You know, feels like one of those games where you might want multiple Lincolns just to save that one hero.
Show himself up, Leslau. He'll pop that Black Dragon form and they go, why? 2-shot here by Yawar. He'll buy back to the Ancient. It's under attack once again. Soniqs, they might ignore everyone. Just go right for the jugular, and they've got the victory, LGD. They'll be collecting their first L of the group.
I mean, you have 3 heroes that globally teleport in now, Mike. Relocate on 2. And then Solar Guardian on 1. Terribly, it does come out, as you pointed out way earlier there, Mike. And again, it's much more doable with the Dazzle, so Shallow Grave will allow Ame to sunder away.
Up. Do you think he picks up a Spirit Vessel here for the side of it? In fact, hold that thought, because top lane, why? trouble, is going to give first blood away. Leslau, very fire up, stick charge up, is going to walk from Arme as Farah is also going to be able to get away. Arme not able to secure either kill here top lane. And meanwhile, bottom lane, this Tiny dropping rather low, but Xingqiu going to be fine to walk out. First blood the way of Soniqs. Arme.
Great start.
Arme, reflection does go down. Farah is going to be able to secure. Is that worth for Soniqs though, John? It's a 2-for-1, but you found the TB.
I'd say it's all right. Perfectly safe. Level 6s are up on both sides, so you can get aggressive here.
I mean, Quinn seems like he wants to try and make a play. There is help incoming. MSS is going to show up. Let's go for the tether. There's nothing to say now. Will be jump, but got the boat out in time. Still Farah is also going to join in and nothing to say. We'll drop again as Farah immediately out with the tips onto nothing to say. Meanwhile, though, Leslau is going to drop top lane, so they do at least capitalize by finding the Dawnbreaker. Debate from LGD is Arme going to get jumped. They're waiting very patiently, ready to protect Arme whenever. Quinn, Sunder is there. Leslau, he's the one to cop it, but he'll TP right out as Quinn. He just keeps moving in. Another Astral Step charge. Solar Guardian is there. So is the Shallow Grave, but Leslau, he's back in. Arme goes down. Now the Starbreaker into the boat, but Leslau, dropping low himself as Faith Beyond, is going to join the team fight. A 1-for-1 so far in the favor of Soniqs. LGD continue to try and pursue Soniqs. They are around, but not really in a position to try and defend until that ulti is gone. They are waiting patiently, but doesn't seem like they're going to be able to punish. In fact, now nothing to say. He did spot out Farah. That'll be another one to go down for Soniqs. It's LGD going for more now. Down a bot lane, Arme. He got caught out, but the Shallow Grave, it's going to make it in time. Just in the nick of time to allow the Sunder. The LGD, they'll keep going for more now. After you are with the relocate, is there from MSS to save? Oh no, it's into the triangle. Nothing to say was waiting the whole time. He got MSS, but now he's the one in danger. Yawar will turn right back around. Nothing to say. Trying to outsmart the side of Soniqs, but you got an IO, you give your Kunkka away. It's not a good trade.
No, he had no backup. Fit Beyond too low on mana to play. They catch out Xingqiu.
That they do. The Tiny gonna try to run. Silence from Faith Beyond gonna help out. No actual step charges available for Quinn at the moment, but they may not need it. Xingqiu still gonna drop here on the Tiny as now Y shows up, trying to save the day with the Shallow Grave, but he might be another death to go the way of LGD. But
remember, last game it was fairly quick, and he had Hood of Defiance on top of the Vanguard before the Yags. So definitely not as speedy here for Soniqs. Although, Fate.
Remnants out. Faith Beyond might just fight back with the silences there, but Leslie stay with the Solar Guardian. In the meantime, mid lane, Farah does die in the Weaver, but it's a better pick off once again for Soniqs. They'll be able to try and slip in. Not going too far as the X-Pack into the torrent is out again, and Faith Beyond has the ulti up. Yawar, has he gone too far? Relocate was there, but cancelled by the Yule Scepter as Yawar. Still trying to fight, but nothing to say. We'll just keep rushing forward onto the Bristleback. They have the X-Pack, and they do commit it as Yawar will eventually go down to the Tidebringer hit as MSS. Still trying. In goes Quinn, trying to salvage the situation, but there's no salvaging. Leslau, even coming in at the last moment, can they get anything for their trouble? Torrent is down for the Dawnbreaker. Nothing to say. He'll be targeted by Quinn, but the Shallow Grave is out. Leslau still going down. Will drop. Still trying for the Kunkka. Avalanche is out. Quinn, can he get it done? Finally finds nothing to say, but what's it going to cost Soniqs? Simulate out. Won't be enough. A huge win for LGD here in the mid lane. Soniqs, they just kept trying to fight, kept throwing bodies at LGD, but
the Starbreaker. But beyond that, you're not holding any of these heroes down from LGD. They will start from the Roshan. Yawar does hit fairly hard, but LGD are aware this time.
Up in, Quinn. What's nothing to say? The Kunkka, BKB'd up, but copying a fair bit of damage, but what a big toss up here from the Tiny. Farah, he drops. Quinn, he'll go down as well. Faith Beyond, just chasing Yawar. Relocate, barely gonna save the life of the Bristle. Roshan is open now for LGD. They'll move their way in. Arme will get right to work. They even found an IO with the relocate back. Roshan will be no contest for LGD now. They wipe out the side of Soniqs.
One here to make all these plays. Like, Quinn has to land the most perfect remnants. All crew has to be there. They're going to try.
Going to try mid lane. Nothing to say. Again, being targeted on the Kunkka. Dropping very low, but the shallow Grave Y. Going to save the day once again as Faith Beyond. Going to pop the Exorcism and nothing to say. He's out of there. Onto the Solar Guardian. They'll at least find the Dazzle. Faith Beyond now. Between a rock and a hard place. Leslau, what a Starbreaker. Onto two, but Xingqiu with an avalanche out. It's not going to be enough though. He will drop his Arme. He's a sitting duck. He has the Aegis up, but he's going to have to man fight this. They'll buy back on the Tiny. Xingqiu trying to move his way back in and save the day. His Arme is going to be able to back off for now, but in they go again, Soniqs. Not letting their foot off the pedal here is nothing to say. We'll go after the IO. MSS will drop. Leslau, he'll move in onto Arme. They've got the Terrorblade locked down again. Meanwhile, Xingqiu might die back here, but not quite. He'll walk away as Arme. Still just can't run. Has to fight back with Yawar. He goes too far. They at least find the Terrorblade as a trade. As Quinn, can he get nothing to say? It does seem like he may just, but the tier 2 tower is hitting away. They can't keep this fight going. LGD somewhat managed to fight back, but it still seems like an overall... Have kind of missed their timing with this bristleback draft. A big smoke up again here. LGD not done. They'll rush us forward towards the top side of the map. They might run right into Quinn. They'll get the high ground advantage. Xingqiu gonna jump in. Avalanche toss is there. They've got the silence. They'll have Quinn down. MSS couldn't get the relocate in time. And now that'll mean the IO should drop as well.
Yep. Just a little bit of a freebie. Not the biggest deal in the world. Still more kills to go the way of LGD. High five out from MSS. MSS just, you know, showing off the hand. Not going to get it reciprocated. And then LGD off the back of that.
There goes the mid tier 2. No protecting that. They are still going to try. Moving in onto Arme. Focus down the Terrorblade, but he's willing to fight back. Skadi up, onto the Bristle he goes. MSS will trying to keep the Bristleback alive. In the meantime, though, Fada is going to drop the Weaver as they continue going. Yawar will be able to run away, but now with the meta prop, LGD certainly going to go back into the mid tier 3 tower and probably the mid racks as well. But they do end up finding the Void Spirit. Quinn? Yawar? How do you salvage it now? Arme, after MSS, has got the IO down. Keep in mind, Quinn still has no buyback available in this Void Spirit. So it's a very, very rough defense to come here for Soniqs. Onto the mid-racks they go. LGD, suddenly 2 racks is up. Or maybe even Mega Creeps.
They don't have that much time left in the meta, so it'll be a bit of a slower process, but just without Quinn, Soniqs just doesn't have that jump at
Oh, they're onto the Bristleback and they've got him. Yawar getting caught with his pants down. Leslau even going for a run towards the north is going to get caught eventually. No way out of this one. No buyback available on him either. Soniqs, how do you defend now? At least they've got Quinn back, but it's still a 4v5 scenario. Without their Dawnbreaker, LGD will be happy to move in. There goes Xingqiu onto the Void Spirit Quinn. Look how fast he goes down. He just barely get up and no, nothing to say. Cleans him up. That's the GG call being made. A draw will be forced here in LGD. They'll take game 2 in 29 minutes in a much more convincing fashion than, say, game number 1.
Yeah, they come out with stronger comfort here on LGD's.
Sails, but good.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scared. Radiant's top tower is under attack.